Holy crap. All right. Hey everyone, if you hear very, very deep, dark barking, that is going to be my dog in the background. All right, so I know this is kind of late. I was trying to get it done within like the 24 hours of making my original post. That didn't happen, but let's see what we can do, okay? So I'm going to switch over to Facebook real quickly and just whoever I'm drawn to, and I do plan on doing at least 5 of you when it comes to this. So first one up for grabs, I am actually going to pick Queenie. Queenie. And you're asking for a chakra assessment, hon. So what? Feeling down, out. What's going on, Queenie? And I'm going to go ahead and add your name to the list down below so that you guys know who I'm choosing. And feedback file. Perfect. Okay, Queenie. So I know when it comes to your chakras, they are getting better. They're getting a little easier. And what I keep hearing is squeaky clean. So I don't know if you've been doing a lot of cleaning lately or you've been doing like a lot of cleansing, but what they're showing me is like crown chakra has been worked on, and it has like a very, very vibrant yellow. What this is already symbolizing is that like community efforts, socializing, which is already helping you out. If I go to your third eye, it's going to be like that same deep dark purpleness. So this is already going to show me that you're having dreams, like you're having a lot of dreams. Still being helped by the people. Just it's very hard to change your mindset. So that's why it continues to be a dark purple rather than just regular bright purple. Throat chakra. To me, they've been showing that you've been pulling back. I don't know what this is about, but they just say holding back. And they have it linked to your third eye. So your perspective has you a standstill, and like saying anything is just going to be like a waste of words, basically. I go to your heart. Your heart is still longing for your past loved one, but there's been a shift on your heart chakra. It's not even the color it should be, which makes it interesting. So expect to feel bonded. I don't know if the spirit, like just feeling bonded. A lot of like downloads and information going on here. Solar plexus is still hurting, so expect like guts hurting, anxiety, maybe worse cramping. Sacral is going to have the exact same blockage as the solar plexus, and root also has that same blockage as the solar plexus too. So that's exactly where we're at on your chakra assessment. So it does seem like up here, like I said, something's going on with your crown, hon, that it's functioning, it's flowing a whole lot more than before. So that's actually a really, really, really good sign. And I do feel, I don't know, hon, I feel a total shift in you. I don't know what's happened, but definitely a shift has happened. All right, so next up for grabs is, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and go with Billie Jean. Just add your name to the bottom, hon. Are you no longer in here? Here we go. I found you. All right, hon. So you're asking about spirits. You said, do you see any spirits around me or guiding me? Absolutely. I see like just front row seat. I see 3 already. One is a girl. she does flow with like a lot of green energy. I do feel like
Okay.
she has a lot of counterparts that are just like you for some reason, like brown hair. I don't know. It's just a lot of similarities between you two. See her, then I see a man with glasses. They feel like more of the thick frame brown glasses than anything. Um, he's very, very like sophisticated kind of thing. And then I see a woman. Uh, your woman doesn't talk much. She was like, I don't know, she doesn't talk much at all. It just seemed like at the end of her life, she was like depressed a lot, little lost, I guess you would say. So those are the immediate guides that I see for you. It does not mean that you don't have more. But like I said, I'm just giving you a quick blueprint of what I'm seeing firsthand. So if you want, just start there. Meditation will help you greatly. That's what I'm showing. And the girl that has a lot of attributes like you, she's like, don't be afraid to call me. But she's talking about like in here, like talk to her, allow her to guide you, ask for assistance. She'll be there and she'll start showing you more and more of herself as you become more willing, more open. Okay. All right. So Kalani, I'm gonna go ahead and add you to my list real quickly, honey. And then you just wanted a general read. So hashtag. You've always been thin. What are you talking about? What a dork. All right, Kalani. This is like the first time I'm using my cards, like during this whole live. This should be fun. Okay, Kalani. Ooh, honey, feeling a little impatient, little ill-tempered. Seems like someone is pushing your buttons. And I'm just saying that because it's called the Knave of Swords, same thing as Page of Swords. That's just your energy, what you're holding on to, so on and so forth. So when it comes to the general guidance, what I'm being shown is a whole lot of ill will, mental thinking, and capabilities. What this is showing me is that there are a lot of things that are being placed against you. Oh my goodness. I think that's a sign that you're not able to see around them. And with that being said, it's making you feel very, very insignificant. Okay, so when it comes to this particular situation that you're going through, I do not feel things getting better particularly because it does feel like a situation that you're gonna have to like leave, step out of the way of. Anything like vengeance, revenge, or getting justice for what has gone wrong is not going to be possible. And they're kind of like saying in the overall sense rather than just like, okay, things will start to line up down the line. I don't know. It just feels like a very, very lost cause. And like I said, you're a little irritated. You're very, very irritated what's going on or what's about to go on. And what they're asking you to do is not to fixate on what is going on now, but think of it as like this. Because the guidance is to walk away, that means you're being left with the opportunity to start brand new with fresh flowing ideas, something that others are taking credit for. if that makes sense. All right. You don't need the old ideas. Just have just have new, like all brand new. That way, I just want to see what popped out. That way, you can conquer into a whole new energy and make things happen to where you are the creator of all. And I guess controller, but it doesn't feel like controller. It feels like a navigator. So love and light to you, Khan, because I think you are definitely going to need it. All right. Now, next up for grabs is yes, Crystal. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Crystal here. Crystal Kaplan. All right, hon. So you're asking, may I receive a chakra assessment if you don't mind? Very much appreciative. Love and light. Promise to leave feedback. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So when it comes to your crown, dear, what I'm initially seeing is a whole lot of red energy. So think of this as frustrations. Think of this as, and what they're giving me is like the devil's card, which means it's going to be a situation in which you cannot get out of, or you feel like you cannot get out of. And it does feel like trapped, because that's what they just showed me. Now, because of that, you really are coming to this conclusion that you have like no way out. Now, when I see the third eye, I see it as very, very, very dark purple, with that hint of redness. And that redness is actually going to symbolize both pain in which you are seeing and perceiving on a physical scale, emotional scale, but they're also showing me that this is also linked to the root chakra, which is instability in our foundations. Our foundations could be marked up by our confidence in ourselves, by home life, and by finances. And for you, it definitely feels like family is getting the way of you right now, and that's overall what's going to affect up here. When I see your throat, again, there's that leakage of red energy. All right. And I go to your heart, it's still there. Solar plexus. Solar plexus is a little different though, because I just see a big clog. So, in other words, it's like being iffy of what you have to say, not wanting to go too far outside yourself because I don't know, it just feels like harsh judgment that you're afraid of. And then I go to your sacral. Sacral is definitely lacking. It's like if you were even a writer, you would have a huge case of writer's block. And of course, your root is connected to all these things. So that's one of the things that you're going to have to balance most of all. So in order to balance it, you have to ground it and try to center yourself. There are like a million different types of ways to ground, so I won't go into detail on how to ground, but I definitely recommend it for you, okay? So, love and light to you, Dom. Next, I don't know what that means. All right, Jay. And I'm actually going to go ahead and have Jay as my last individual as soon as I find, yeah, so Jay Bell. There we go. Okay, so you're saying, is it possible to get a relationship reading if I may? Something's happened and I'm no longer sure about all of it. Absolutely. Now, you did provide a picture, so that is really, really good. Thank you. All right, so do understand that you have been pushed on the soul end of things only because of circumstantial evidence. And what you're not realizing is that you were supposed to use this as an opportunity rather than kind of like that I don't know, it feels like that that challenge factor. Because as of right now, you're definitely correct. The relationship just feels like it is leaking, like it's not leaking, it's lacking. That's what it feels like. It's lacking. Like in the gentleman in the picture, he sees you as being over emotional, over dramatic, and he's like, "What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You're overthinking, you're overanalyzing. Like, it's not that way. Like, what's going on here?" And with you, you're not seeing things his way. So I don't know if there has been a separation of distance or time, but they're definitely showing me that you think this cannot be fixed, or that you have been challenged to the brink of what you never expected, never wanted. And overall, you're just like, look, there are things you can do in order to fix this. Why aren't you fixing it? And he's like, well, what are you talking about? It's like, there's, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know. It's just, you're thinking from emotions. He's thinking from a logical standpoint here. So you're definitely not communicating effectively. In fact, you're just like, how do you not feel everything that I'm feeling here? He's like, well, there's, he's like, I understand how you feel, but there's no way I can feel how you feel because that's not how things are. And again, this is like the battle of the perceptions going on here. So your guidance at this time is not to feel betrayed, not to just like walk away and like leave without understanding why. What they're showing me is that this is a concept that must be left behind because you are needing rest, you are needing clarity, you are needing to take your heart out of the equation so that you can finally meet this partner for like the head-on situation. In other words, you can finally have that one-on-one discussion without any triggers, without any distractions, without it feels like battling factor going on here. But you're fighting them. You're just like, no, it's about what I feel. And he's like, no, let's do this rationally, you know? And this is what the spirits are saying. They're just like, look, when it comes to this, you cannot use emotions. You have to use rational thinking in order to meet, in order to manage, in order to best deal with this circumstance, okay? All right, guys, thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for being patient. And until next time, I will see y'all later. Bye bye.